What started in the NFL is now a very personal civil rights debate at a local high school campus. On Facebook, there's a lot of criticism for these DeSoto High School volleyball players who took a knee during the national anthem. But the protesters are also receiving support from some of their classmates and from DeSoto's top administrators. Fox 4's Lynn Ann Wynn in DeSoto with reaction.
Clarice, the silent protest happened at last night's game at DeSoto High School against Grand Prairie. Now, in videos posted to social media, you can see nearly all of the volleyball team kneeling as the opposing side stood during the national anthem. And while those students are getting a lot of support from many of their classmates and also their school district, there's also been a lot of backlash. The predominantly African-American DeSoto volleyball squad kneeling in silent protest during the national anthem has the community of DeSoto talking.
Change has to start somewhere, so if the kids feel like kneeling and they all was agreeing with it, then hey, let's go for it.
I think everybody has a right to their thoughts and their feelings of things. I'm for it. Honestly.
The protest against police brutality even sparked some classroom discussion for DeSoto students like Brian Bradford.
We talked about what's been happening around the country and all the transgressions that's been happening against African Americans.
Bradford tells me a few ROTC students disagreed with the volleyball team's actions, but the majority of the class was behind it.
I think it's great. I think more people should do it.
Students aren't the only ones behind the team. We talked to DeSoto ISD Superintendent Dr. David Harris at an education luncheon. He didn't want to speak on camera, but told us he respects the right to free speech. He also wants to make sure every student understands the issue behind the action, saying in a statement, quote, "This is in no way exclusive of the respect we have for our members of the armed forces and those who have fought to provide that freedom. The fact of the matter is, these young adults want a country that is even better." Dr. Harris also told us he wants to make sure his students are prepared for any backlash. And it has already started on the Fox 4 News Facebook page with comments like, "This is ridiculous. We should be teaching our youth to be thankful to live in such a great country. It isn't about protest, it's about standing up and saluting your flag." And "I stand for our men and women who fight to honor them. This is disrespectful to all men and women who have fought for them and lost their lives."
Just because we're young, that doesn't mean that we don't understand. Like, we do understand.
And I also spoke to the school board president who supports these students, and he says that he hopes that this action not only is good for the students, but also the rest of the country. I also spoke to another school board trustee who tells me that he's asked the superintendent to review the actions to see if anything should be done, and they may speak about it at their next board meeting on Monday. Clarice?
Lynn Ann, any discussion about future protests?
Well, the team hasn't said one way or another if a future protest is planned, but some students tell me that there is talk of future protests like the one last night, but right now nothing is set, and the volleyball team's next game is this Friday. Clarice?
Lynn Ann Wynn live in DeSoto. Thank you.